Okay, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday. We are here to talk about 100 ways to stay motivated. 100 ways to keep yourself in the game, keep yourself excited about what you're doing, excited about what you're creating, excited about how you're living. So, last week we talked about working to your potential and not your quota. And today we're going to talk about shooting for the extraordinary, shooting for above and beyond what you might even think is possible today. So that's that's a challenge in itself, right? Because first you have to believe, right? You have to believe in your own potential, which is why we talked about working to your potential. You got to believe in what you know that you can create. And how do you do that? Like, how do you even begin that? And one of the ways that I tell my students how to begin it is to look back at your past successes. So, how do you look back? You look back at the things that you've done in your life, things that you've created that you surprised yourself doing, whatever that was. So, what have you done in your life that you did it and you were like, I can't even believe I did that. Like, I can't believe I accomplished that. Right? When was the last time that you felt that? Right. So I want you to really think about that right now. When was the last time you felt that? If it's been a long time, then we definitely need to implement this today. If it wasn't that long ago, then you should have no problem setting that goal to the extraordinary. So, what does extraordinary even mean? Right. Ordinary goals, average goals, goals that people expect, quotas, things that are within reason. Right. My students know and that I have a goal to have 60 students in every class. And they look at me and they say, what? 60 students, Master Huff, we don't have room for 60 students. And I tell them, yes, we do. I've got 60 points on that mat that every person could be standing on in every class. Right. So to them, it is beyond belief. To me, I counted it, I measured it, we painted those things on the mat. And my vision is to have 60 people on that mat in every class learning to do what we're doing right now. Now, what is our average right now? Our average is 15 to 20, depending on the class, 15 to 20, depending on the class. So is it an extraordinary goal? Yes. When we achieve that goal, when we set that goal above and beyond what we even think is possible, how is that going to make you feel? You're going to feel extraordinary. You're going to feel exceptional. You're going to feel scared, right? You're going to feel intimidated. You're going to feel like, holy crap, I've done this. Now I've got to do these things. Because anytime we set an extraordinary goal, anytime we set something and we shoot for that, guaranteed you have to grow when you achieve it. You have to grow to achieve it. You have to grow once it gets there. Because with 60 students on the mat, I have to grow as an instructor. My front office staff has to grow as an administrator. That's a lot more students to take care of, a lot more people to track, a lot more people to care for and provide that customer service for. My assistants have to grow because that means instead of being in charge of groups of 3 and 5, they're going to be in charge of groups of 10 and 15. Right. So that means we all have to take on new skills. We all have to step into this new role that we want to create. So we want to make sure that we know that going in. So as it starts to happen, you don't start to freak out. And then when we freak out, we naturally pull ourselves back. We naturally go, oh, crap, this is working. Oh, my God, I can't believe this is working. And then we pull back and we go back to what's comfortable. Right. So shooting for the extraordinary is going to stretch you. It's going to make you uncomfortable. It's going to push you in new ways. But that's what growth and being motivated is about. Because when you're growing, aren't you a little bit excited? Aren't you? You're scared and you're nervous, but it's feeling good. It's like a whole new energy, a whole different energy that you've got in the space, right? And for us, and I told the students the reason for that huge extraordinary goal is the reason for these calls right here is because we want to help as many people as we can understand how to live up to their potential, how to keep pushing themselves and achieving and doing things they never thought they could do before and doing it and then making them bigger and bigger. And of course, until we get black belts and we put people into the world who have this mentality, have the positive mindset, have a can-do attitude, who are respectful and take on obstacles and challenges and don't shy away from them. That is the bigger goal. That's the bigger goal, is to build a community of people that can do that. So what is it for you? I mean, if you're a business owner, what is it for your business? If you're not a business owner, if you're a mom, what is it for your family? What is it for you personally, right? We all can set extraordinary goals. Okay. Families have a whole new set of challenges right now, right? And we're at the end of July right now. Everyone's starting to think about going back to school, and there's a lot going on with that. So what are your goals for your family? Like, how can you set extraordinary goals for your family and achieving that when they go back to school, and setting some standards for them to hit? Like, we need to think about this in every area of our life. What about shooting for the extraordinary in your relationships? Where's your relationship now? How can you even make it even better? If you don't have a relationship, how can you go find that person? Like, what is the extraordinary goal to go find that person? Right? So there's all areas of our life we can set these. It just doesn't have to be financial. It doesn't have to be just for our business. It can be and for our personal development, our physical, like exercise, our spiritual, whatever the goal is, shoot for the extraordinary with it. Go bigger, go big. Grant says, go big or go bigger. Right? So just go all in. Now, the challenge is, maybe we don't have anyone that's shown us how to do that. Maybe we don't have anyone around us that goes for big goals on a regular basis, or shoots for the extraordinary. We don't have anyone that we personally know that models that. Well, if you're in Fayetteville, you can come visit us at Family Martial Arts Academy for sure. Not just myself, but my students, they do this on a regular basis. But if not, then think about historically people that have done this. Think about who has done this in the past, that has set an extraordinary goal and achieved it. And when I start thinking along these terms, I start thinking, like, what if they didn't? What if the Thomas Edisons of the world and the Steve Jobs of the world, and I can't believe I can't remember his name, that Microsoft, or Bezos, the Amazon guys of the world. I mean, who doesn't live their life on Amazon? What if he didn't shoot for the extraordinary? What if he didn't work to create that? Like, how would that impact us? And I say that for you to, like, look at them, read up on them, follow their path, because I know they had obstacles. I know they had people in their lives that told them they couldn't do it. Of course, there were people that told them they were crazy, couldn't be done. It was not possible. I mean, FedEx is one of those stories as well. I mean, just look at the things in our lives that we now take for granted were once somebody shooting for the extraordinary. And what would our lives be like if they had said no? And then we don't know how our lives will change, how our lives will impact others if we don't do the same. And that is the challenge of it. When we all live up to our potential and we all shoot for the extraordinary, then we raise everyone around us in ways we can't even begin to imagine. And that's what makes it so cool. That's what makes it so worth the work. That's what makes it worth doing. Okay, so that is your motivation moment, because when you do this and you start to see changes and you start to impact people's lives and you start to feel what you get to create for yourself and for your family and for your business and for your employees and everybody, it gives you some juice. It gets you excited. It gets you that energy. And that's what keeps us going. That's what should keep us going. Right? My visualization of 60 butts on the mat keeps me going sometimes when I get frustrated with myself, frustrated. I got to keep that vision going of but when we do that, when we get to that number, what kind of impact are we going to be having on people's lives? How good are we going to make them feel? How extraordinary, how exceptional, that's our word in the Dojang. Be amazing, be exceptional, and be you. That's what we are creating. And it takes work to do it. So now to the work part. That was the dreamy, find it in yourself, know that it's possible part. Now, here's the work part. And the work part is, you got to think of 5 people. any people that you think have done extraordinary things, whether you know them personally or you don't know them personally. Think of 5 people that inspire you, like whatever they've done in their lives that was extraordinary, that have inspired you. Write down who they are and what they've done. I'd like to take, and then I'd like you to elaborate a little bit for your purposes to how has it impacted the world? And again, the world could be your community. The world could be your family. The world doesn't have to be everyone on the planet knowing their name. It doesn't have to be like Michael Jackson or Oprah Winfrey or Michael Jordan. It just has to be someone that has impacted the world, has created a wave in the world. And I say that I have a friend, I haven't spoken with Kay in a while, but her mom was one of those people. Her mom, I knew Kayetta after her mom had passed, but the way that Kayetta spoke about her mom made me wish that I was able to meet her when she was living, because she had such an impact on her community, and it just created waves. Not only did it create waves because she raised Kayetta, and then Kayetta created, kept that going, but even in the community, the things that she did for the community impacted the community that they lived in. And so it can be that, right? We're just talking about standing in your potential. So that's the first one, okay? And then think about your current goals that you have. Now, if you don't have goals, then we got to write them, right? Again, you can set them anywhere. That can be your personal goals, your financial goals, your professional goals, your fitness goals, right? Fitness, health, spiritual goals. If you don't have any, then let's create some. Let's create and a goal is just, where am I now? Where do I want to be? And put a time frame on it. That's it. Okay. We've got some goal setting workshop. We've got some goal setting books for you. If it's in our resource library, if you do, I'll try and put the links in here. I'll make myself a note to put the links. We've got a resource library. It has these things in there that you can download for free. You just have to create an account, download for free, and then you'll be able to get them. But that's all we are talking about, goals. Again, just where you are, where you want to be. Now, write them down and describe what it's going to take, what you think it's going to take to get there. Okay. And then you're going to next level it. Then you're going to 10X it. If you know anything about Grant Cardone, it's a 10X. We're going to put that multiplier on it. And now we're going to look at those goals. So you're going to write them down. What do you think is going to get there? What outcomes you want? Why they're there? And then you're going to say, how can I take this goal and make it extraordinary? Right? What will it take to make it an extraordinary goal? And that's going to change. That's going to change depending on you and what you're trying to create and what you want. Again, don't judge your goals by anyone else's goals, right? We're talking about living up to our potential, and everyone is not here to do the same thing. We're all here to do something different with our unique skills and abilities and perceptions. So don't judge your goals. They're going to change. They're going to grow. It's just like a muscle. It's just like doing jumping jacks or running or lifting weights. You're going to start where you are, and you're going to get a little bit stronger. And then the next one's going to be a little bit bigger, a little bit heftier. And then you're going to get a little bit stronger, a little bit bigger, a little bit heftier. And it's going to grow with that. So don't judge where they are. Just make them. Commit to them. Shoot for the extraordinary. Make an impact in your community. Make an impact where you are. That's what we were talking about today. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you do the work. I hope to see you guys on the Zoom call again. And I want to hear your results. Now, if you're in the Fayetteville area, we are doing a workshop on Friday at the karate school at Family Martial Arts Academy. And these are the things that we're going to be talking about, how to create these things in your life across the board on your potential, your personal development, developing magnetism, goal setting, targeting, follow through, all of that. We're doing Friday at 8:30. And it's the how to guarantee you 10X your money. And if you want to come, I'll put the link in the post as well. And I can't wait to see you guys there. Have an amazing Wednesday. Stay motivated, stay energized, get it done, be extraordinary, be exceptional. And I will see you soon.